Yo, welcome to the show. Gather round, listen close. We got George, Watson, J.A. bringing you the most NFL podcast. It's about to go down. Three amigos ready to run.
Let's run this down, boys. It's another week. It's a bad week for me. I'm just going to be real with you. I was very delulu, very depressed. It was a very NPC move to actually call in sick and not go to work, but I did. I'm joined by my boys, J.A., but surprise, we got a surprise guest this week. Big George is not here. We got little George. We got Scotty over in there.
I don't think he's little George. He's like wide George.
He's wider George. We got the
I
meatball.
won't have the hot takes. I'm not beating the shit out of anyone in the NFL. I can give you the hot tip.
Well,
Maybe Belichick.
So you got brains. Cool.
Belichick got some go about him. We've discussed
I
this
could beat the
before.
fuck out of everybody.
He a dog.
I don't know. You've only
He's
had a heart attack.
76.
Only got a heart attack halfway through. But you got some go about
He
him.
does have some go about him. Let's get
But
stuck
I'm
into it.
enjoying the fight between Brock and George today. That George has this thing that Taylor Swift is really ugly, and it's just.
I didn't
it's just
respond to that
media.
because I know you're trying to stir me
And
up in the
he,
group chat.
and he said that I'll admit she's ugly if you admit you can't beat up Dan Campbell. And our boy Georgie was like, "Fuck Dan Campbell, I could fuck that guy up."
he did.
Again,
He did double down on it.
respect it.
He did double down, but
Hey, confidence.
We're all in agreement. There's absolutely no chance, right?
No chance.
no chance.
But this is why we love George.
Yeah.
And we miss him.
If Dan Campbell wants to come on the show, he's more than welcome to come.
I'll
Prove
cry
how tough he
then.
is.
I'll
George is the
cry.
main character energy this show needs. You know?
Yeah, well, definitely. He's definitely the lead.
Inside
We're just the NPC of this whole thing. We just stand by. We
He's
say our things, say our lines.
he's the villain every show it needs. It's perfect. And you know what? He's my villain.
He's your villain.
He's my villain.
He's our villain.
He's a dog. And hope you're having a good trip. He'll listen for sure.
He'll definitely
Probably
listen.
tonight, as soon as it goes live, he'll be on it. So we miss you, Georgie. We'll see you next week for the Super Bowl preview. We've got a bit of fun tonight, though.
We do have a little bit of fun tonight.
We'll talk about the games. We'll quickly, briefly go over the AFC Championship game.
We can talk about it.
How are you feeling?
Oh, it's very sad.
It's
Like-
not fun. At least the Packers didn't blow you out by 40.
Yeah, that's
true.
grim.
Or I lose to the Bucks. That's
yeah,
true.
like at least you lost to Patrick Mahomes.
And you got there.
It's very true.
Yeah, it's true.
Although it was a complete disappointment.
It did suck.
Oh, Mahomes is just.
Mahomes is good, but the Ravens lost it for ourselves. We did our shit. We couldn't do it.
He changed his whole offense,
It was fucked.
which was surprise. Like their whole offense has been
We
run the ball, play action, take shots off play action.
But I think
Lamar makes things happen, and they just didn't
what
do
the
it.
Chiefs did well was they rattled Lamar, gave him things that he couldn't. They disguised their coverages well enough.
Yeah.
And for some reason, how many times did the Ravens run the ball?
8 times.
I was about to
without-
say 6 or 8 times.
Eight times without Lamar.
Without
Jackson.
Lamar, yeah. And Lamar, I think Lamar only had 2 designed runs. I think it was only 10 designed runs.
So they forced Lamar to be a traditional quarterback and didn't work.
and then covered extremely well.
Yeah. They played press man the whole time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
just sent 6 guys.
Yeah.
Why not? Why wouldn't you?
And a spy. Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It was full credit to the Chiefs.
It surprised me though because the Chiefs' defense is not very good. It's
No, it's
like
actually
bottom
statistical.
5 for run defense in the league.
No, they run
Nah,
defense is very bad, but their
the Chiefs'
overall
defense
is
this
very
year
overall
good.
defense is
very
great.
good.
Their
Yeah.
pass defense is terrible.
Yes.
So if I'm the
No,
Ravens,
rush defense. Is
yeah, the
terrible.
rush defense is
Yeah.
terrible, but their pass defense is so well. So I thought what they were going to do was come out and just run it up their ass.
Yes.
And the game never really, like I know that the Chiefs
They got
scored on their
behind
first 2
early. Yeah.
possessions.
Yeah.
But then the defense then picked up, like Roquan Smith and Hamilton played maybe the best games of this season.
Yeah.
They were fucking unbelievable. And they shut down Mahomes in the second half. And then, I don't know.
I
it
think
just
Kansas City
couldn't
also
get going.
went conservative a little bit too much as well. Like they were.
Well, they were up 17-7 most
Yeah,
of the
you know
game.
when you just subconsciously, it looks like they subconsciously try to protect the lead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that played into Baltimore having a sniff and their defense just pounced and
Oh, it's a
the defense just played
great
lights out.
defense.
Yeah.
well, Kyle Hamilton had 9 solo tackles.
Yeah,
was
he's
for the game.
flying
I think Tony
around.
Romo said at one point, was it Romo? Yeah, he said that it looks like there's 3 Kyle Hamiltons out there,
Yes,
and it was
he's-
perfect.
He's everywhere.
He was absolutely all over the field.
I can't fucking stand Romo. Thank you for bringing him up.
I love him.
can't fucking stand him.
No, I like him.
think he's
Nah.
been good.
Nah.
He's just no Greg Olson anymore.
Oh,
exactly.
no.
Greg
Greg
Olson's awesome.
Greg Olson's
Greg Olson's-
very good.
He's going to get a job somewhere, surely. Get rid of fucking Troy Aikman and get
I'm pretty sure-
Olsen.
I'm pretty sure Tom Brady takes Olsen's spot.
Yeah,
next
he did.
year.
It's confirmed.
That's confirmed.
Today. I
So
think.
they've got to work out what they do with Olsen because he shouldn't be the number 2. So
No.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone come and try and poach him. One of the other networks.
Al Michaels
A
is
prime
out of a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could do Monday night.
Yeah.
Who does the Thursday night coverage on Amazon? The Amazon Prime. That's Al Michaels, isn't it?
Maybe.
Oh yeah, isn't Al Michaels NB? Oh fuck.
Nah,
I reckon he changed his year to the Thursday night game.
Yeah, I can't keep up.
Well,
anymore.
you got what do they say? What was the technical term? He got let go for the playoffs.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I reckon.
yeah, which
also-
was fair. Like he wasn't. I think if you're Al Michaels, you're probably like the dude's like fucking 80.
yeah. Yeah.
He's pretty old now.
He was sort of over it. You could hear the way he was commentating.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like wouldn't
some
surprise me if
trash
Al
games.
Michaels just says,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm done, guys. Thanks for everything," or I'll do one more season and it'll be my retirement season, sort of deal.
Yeah. Do announcers get retirement seasons? Just
I
cut them
think
off.
guys like Al Michaels do.
That wasn't that this year though.
Maybe, but I think they normally announce it.
Yeah.
Like he's been around a long time. Like he was with John Madden for
Yeah, yeah,
years.
Herb Herbstreit.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
I think that's what I think. I think they were saying they might send Kurt
Kurt.
Herbstreit back to college.
Yes.
Not that he's
Right.
bad, and then they'll move Olsen into that role. I
Yeah.
heard someone say that today because
Well, he came. Yeah.
yeah, he came from college because they
Yeah.
didn't have anyone else, so they might. And he's a really good college guy.
He's
So.
good for the NFL. I don't mind. listening
Yeah, I
to
don't
him.
mind him
No.
either.
That-
So.
You got the amount of. Can we touch on the amount of trash primetime games in the NFL?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
they
it-
just never know.
Yeah, they don't know, but they roster.
Well,
they scheduled good teams that they thought were going to be. So they scheduled a lot
We
of
saw
Aaron
the
Rodgers.
we saw the Giants early. Like no one thought the Giants was going to be good. Let's be
No,
honest.
people did think the Giants were going to be good. This is how fuck the Giants started because everyone thought they were going to be good.
I maybe I'm the outlier.
You gotta
I
remember
never
Danny-
thought they were going to be
Oh,
good.
on a really big side note, see Kirk Cousins today saying, I think it's totally reasonable. He wants the Vikings to give him a 4-year contract,
Yeah,
2 years guaranteed up front for 90 million,
90 mil,
which is
yeah.
45 million a year. And apparently everyone was like, that's outrageous. Blah. I'm like, Kirk
That's
Cousins has been like easily a top 15 quarterback for the past 4 or 5 years. Daniel Jones is on 40 million. I would have thought that's very fair and reasonable.
That's actually
I-
very fucking.
the
reasonable when
only
you
thing
think
I've got
about it.
against that is we've got another older quarterback coming back from a fucking Achilles
Yeah.
and 45 for 2
But I
years.
don't
As
think
a,
Kirk Cousins, I think
he'd be 32, 33.
Oh, I think he's older than that.
He's definitely older than 32. He would be this. He's the same age.
Thanks
as
for proving my
33.
point even more.
He's 35 years old. He's,
Yeah.
he's the same age as me and you. Scotty.
He played us. Yes, he played us.
Yeah.
Scotty played us in a
Very like
No, but-
podcast savvy of him. Led us into it and then like bang, fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Anyway, the Ravens game.
yes.
We got to talk because I can like Chiefs Evans played awesome, really good. To me, the biggest impact of the game and the biggest issue, and we talked about this because George put in a thing about a guy, not George saying this, we put up a guy saying that Lamar's run out of excuses. I'm just going to preface by
I
saying
didn't
that
watch that video. I like that guy. I didn't watch that
Well,
video.
I was going to preface by saying that when a team loses a football game, and it happened with Josh Allen and Dak Prescott and every other basically every quarterback
Everyone
lost the
piles
in the
on.
playoffs except for Baker because he's meant to be shit. So then
Yes.
when he plays shit, it's all good.
It's his stand.
He didn't
Yeah.
necessarily play that shit though.
No, but when he
Baker.
loses, it's almost like, oh, what a great season. He got him to here and he
Yeah.
wasn't meant to be good.
Yeah.
But like this thing where when a team loses, it's like, oh, fuck the quarterback. And it's the same when they win. It's like, oh, the quarterback does everything. Like I think it's such an easy, it's almost a cop out take for me when the Ravens lose. Oh, well, Lamar has no excuse.
But Lamar didn't play well.
He didn't play well. But in fairness, if Zay Flowers doesn't fumble that ball,
Yeah.
because he didn't even have to reach out. If he had
Yeah.
just ran with the ball tucked away, he would have scored. He would have been tackled into the
Yeah.
end zone and scored.
But there was red zone picks. There was
Yeah, but that then makes it a 14-17 game, right?
yeah.
So then when Lamar comes onto the
What
for the
about the
next
strip
drive,
sack?
yeah, but that also wasn't his fault. Like the DN just beat
Beat
Stanley off the ball in half a second. Like Lamar doesn't even have a chance to throw. But yeah, he fumbled, whatever. But the interception in the red zone, which was a terrible interception, if that game's 17-14, I don't think he's not as urgent. He's not as pressured. He's not as, I need a score here. He probably goes, it's not quite open enough. I'm happy to let this one go. And worst case, we'll kick a field goal and tie this game up because our defense is fucking dominating now. These guys, like, really, in the second, after the first two drives, the Chiefs didn't really look like scored the field goal on the turnover. They didn't really look like scoring. And then big play they made was the last play, which was just an amazing throw by Mahomes to Valdez Scantling. But they didn't look. So I think that fumble, like Zay Flowers gets the big catch, and he was their best offensive player, and he's a great player, and he's going to be a great young player. But he gets the big catch. He taunts over the top of
Yeah, there was a bad
Ward or
stretch
Snead.
there.
Was it Snead?
Snead, yeah.
Taunts over him, 100% a taunt.
Yeah.
Then makes up for it and goes, all right, I fucked up here. Could have made a big play and scored a touchdown. fumbles, which was again a great play by Snead. Like that
it
was
was
desperation.
absolutely. Yeah,
beat Snead and just fucking
Yeah,
didn't give
if
up
he
and
had
got
just covered that ball up with two hands, lowered his pads and ran in, worst case he's down at the inch with one of the best running teams in football.
Yep.
They are punching that in every single time.
Yeah.
So then he goes to the sideline, punches the fucking table and slices his hand open, and then can't get in for the next series because he's trying to get his hand fixed up.
Yes.
Like it was a young guy making mistakes.
It's very much.
But your point is that it shouldn't come back on Lamar. But I think Lamar does have some
he has
blame.
100%. My take is that you can't
he's
just
not
go,
blameless.
fuck you. It was all the offense. It was all Lamar's fault because the offense didn't work. I thought is it Monken the OC?
Something like that.
He called a terrible game, and I think he's been good all year. Like we've talked all year about how good the Ravens offense is and how complete it is. He went the recipe to beating one of the best pass defenses in the NFL isn't throwing it 40 times.
No,
and the game was never that far away from them that they had to do that.
No.
Yeah.
So that was my point. It was the whole team. They came against a Mahomes who, and I said this last week on the podcast, he's got to this point now where you can't bet against him. And he wasn't amazing in this game. He made throws when he needed to.
No, but the difference is he didn't lose the game.
Didn't make any mistakes. Avoided pressure. Like he's almost unpressurable for a guy who's not like a super athletic quarterback.
Against the blitz, yeah.
Yeah, like he breaks tackles, he hits throws on the run.
He get a fucking massive.
Yeah.
And
they're not a good O-line.
Three-step fucking drops and still haven't fucking.
It reminds me of like Aaron Rodgers in his prime. He could just never get sacked. And Brady for that matter. And Peyton Manning because they got rid of it so quickly and on time you couldn't pressure them.
Yeah.
Well, I said this to my brother as well. Like the way you beat Patrick Mahomes is, especially with our defense, you can't expect you're going to get fucking fumbles and turnovers. It just doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes is a fucking experienced quarterback. He's not going to throw it in the double, triple coverage. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
What I think really fucking, not really cost us the game, but we shouldn't have fucking played Mark Andrews. We should have fucking.
I feel like likely played later in the game and then your offense started moving again.
But that's the
Andrews didn't look right.
If you look at our last 6 weeks, Andrews didn't fucking play. And likely's getting fucking massive targets.
He's a matchup nightmare too. He's big
fucking
athletic
huge.
guy. Yeah.
He didn't look right, Andrews. At all.
No,
couldn't run routes.
He can't be. You can't do a high ankle, then come back thinking
3
you're
weeks,
okay.
Yeah.
Was it 3 weeks? 4
Nah,
weeks?
he was out for 6 weeks, 7 weeks in the end. It was a long fucking.
He was gone for a while.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it was a couple of weeks before.
You can't do it. Like,
I just think,
changed the whole team's mentality as well.
But I think this like, and it's the same with every team that's lost. The Bills, the Cowboys, the Eagles, and the
Bills didn't really lose on Josh Allen because they were obviously only in it because of Josh Allen.
If you're a team that's a top 4 team in your conference, right, and in the regular season you're a good team or you're predicted to be a good team, it's like if you don't make or win a Super Bowl. Fucking blow it up, start again.
I don't think I'd ever agree with him. It's the Greek freak fucking mentality of like, every time you don't win a championship is a failure of a year.
Yeah, I don't agree with that.
Ravens weren't picked to fucking. This is what triggered me.
I don't think any of us even had to win the division, did we?
I had us to win the division, but we weren't expected to win our division. We meant to win 10.5 games. Since he was still meant to fucking win our division, we weren't meant to win the conference.
That's a huge what if they were healthy.
Exactly.
So at the start of the year, you can see that.
It's a what if, but like, it's also a case of, somewhat a failure. We got the 1 seed, we didn't execute on it. It's always not the fucking best thing to have the 1 seed as well now, though. Because the one and 2 used to have the fucking bye. The 1 and 2 used to always meet, and then it's the fucking best football team.
Yeah.
After playing 1 game each.
They also don't, like, OBJ is done.
Yeah.
I've
been on that boat the whole season.
That guy can't get fucking open anymore.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers was the only dude that could get open, and then likely later in the game. So I think they need to add some receiver talent. Like,
Absolutely.
I think that
Bateman, you got to get rid of him. He's not the guy.
he just
I've been
doesn't
saying this for ages, and people are like, "Oh no, they got one of the best 3 receivers." I'm like, "No, they don't. They've got
OBJ's
Flowers,
OBJ
and then that's
hasn't
it."
been good since 1 season, his first season
Browns.
in Cleveland.
Yeah.
That's the last time he was good. Oh, he was good in LA. No, he wasn't. He was average next to Cooper Kupp. He was a solid starter next
He was
to Cooper
solid,
Kupp.
yeah. And he had a sensational
Peckham
playoffs.
has
And then
6
did his knee.
targets, 3 receptions for 22 yards. He got grabbed a lot. That's the only thing that could save him. But the ball was just too fucking far in front of him.
Yeah.
Like,
And they're not going to call those little PIs in a
So in
championship
fairness,
game.
I actually thought the game was ref fairly well. They didn't call anything really obvious. They might have missed a couple of like close ones, but I don't think anyone.
You don't mind them missing a few of the close ones if they're letting the boys play.
but
Yeah.
It's consistent.
this is the issue with letting the boys play, though. if you're gonna call fucking taunting on Zay Flowers, which every fucking footballer does when they make a big catch, they stand up, they fucking look down.
Oh,
it was
nah.
Fucking-
that was a little bit
He,
extra.
he took it
okay.
extra. He stood over him.
Okay. Travis Kelce fucking can come third man in. He's clapping in people's
Sorry,
faces,
you mean
pushing people.
Taylor Swift's boyfriend. Travis
Okay,
Kelce.
sorry. I mean, Travis Swift.
Yes. thank
Travis
you.
Swift comes in, third man in, walks back in, fucking stands in Ravens' faces and points fucking first down, and nothing gets fucking thrown. And Zay Flowers does one thing,
Yeah, look,
penalty.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you could easily
If you're
call
gonna
that
let the
shit.
boys play,
But
let
in
the
the-
fucking boys play.
In
properly.
that moment when he flagged him, I was like,
No,
idiot. Because he
yeah.
kind of did it
But
and
it's
they
all-
let it go. Like he flicked the ball first.
Yeah,
He-
which
he-
is
And then
He
I
was
think,
also-
I think if he just pointed first down or something, then
Nah.
if he hadn't have flexed over him, I think
Yeah,
it would have
nah.
been,
It was-
that was what got him.
It was a 3 thing why he got the fucking penalty because he did 3 things. One, his ankle was getting twisted like the guy thought he was fucking Kurt Angle trying to
Hey.
fucking do an ankle lock.
Twist him down, bruh.
Really just
Like
trying
a
to fuck.
Balinese
He
hand
thought
job.
it was fucking Shawn Michaels was standing
Jesus.
above him trying to hook him down. That was good. But then Zay Flowers pushed him off him, stood up, spun the ball, looked down.
and then
So I think if he
and that's
doesn't,
when the flag.
he looked down when he looked down is when the flag went. And
I
that's when,
think-
even when I was watching, I was like, oh, kid.
getting back to your point with Kelsey, I think the leniency there for the taunting is the first down in someone's face because that's
but also coming in. clapping in
Kelsey's
people's
also
face.
white, tall, and handsome.
And handsome.
And he was a quarterback in college, I believe, at one point. So
He
he
played
does
like-
have some gunslinger mentality to him.
Yeah.
So they probably just were like, oh,
Wait,
tall,
could-
white, handsome.
Because he's a white
and I'm going to put my
Republican.
Jordan hat on here. He's obviously not going to get flagged because if they lose the game, Taylor Swift's not there, and it's a revenue thing. So,
Absolutely.
George,
Also,
I've got your back, bro.
Is that you, George?
Yeah.
the funniest penalty of the game was when the Ravens wanted to give the first down late because they got the penalty.
Oh.
Yes.
And I was like, smart. And
Yeah.
then Roquan Smith just comes down and
Unnecessary,
drills the
yeah.
right guy.
He was.
drilled him.
He
And then
absolutely
the ref's
drilled him.
like, come on, man.
No, but
just step offside. Like, what are you doing?
I don't mind
Nah.
it.
Roquan's
I don't
perfect.
mind
But
it.
he a dog.
I
Let
loved
the
it.
boy hit.
I was like, you know
Let
what?
the boy
That guard's standing there now, like, fuck, what's this cunt going to do? Like, is he going to do it? Where is he? Is he going to do it again?
That was borderline assault. That
It was
could
so
have
good.
been taken.
But then
out
I
of the
also-
NFL.
I actually heard another take on it that was like, no, the 15 yards didn't matter anyway. You need to hit him because if you come and just stand offside,
they can snap
center
the ball.
snaps at free play.
Yes, you have to. You have
Yeah,
to
you
touch
can
it.
take
You
a
got
shot.
to
You
make,
have to
you got
touch
to make
it.
contacts, but
Yeah.
you don't have to drill him so his kids feel it.
Maybe he doesn't know his kids.
In fairness, I think no.
wrong one.
Remind me to tell you that joke after the episode because it's a
Bookmark
bit fun.
that.
I just want to say on the Chiefs though, like, Mahomes wasn't. I think like Kelsey now has the most receiving yards, receptions, touchdowns in playoffs.
Yes.
Kelsey looked like a shell of his former self the last 6 weeks. The last 2 weeks, he has been fucking
Actually, no.
phenomenal.
Fuck them both. They touched my kicker before the game.
I
Fuck
like
them.
that.
That was
nah,
the-
fuck
No,
them.
You
I
know
like
what?
that. Hang on,
Fuck
can I
That
say?
was the biggest alpha move.
Can I say?
Fuck them.
No. That just shows you the mental toughness of Kansas City to
Fuck
go
it
there.
was. Let
And
Tucker
then-
kick.
and then
it's his
Kelsey-
fucking ground.
Kelsey goes, "Fuck you!" on our side of the field, throws his balls away, rolls his hammer out of the
But
way,
he's allowed
and
to
just
be there. Though.
stares
That's
him
the
down.
issue, though.
And
He's
just
allowed to
stares
be
him down.
there.
Is he?
It doesn't matter.
Kickers
It's-
get
No, once the offense is cleared, he's allowed to. Like, don't get me wrong.
He was there first.
Tucker was being a bit of a cheeky cunt too.
I think the issue,
Tucker was pushing the buttons like,
the
I'm going to go in their
the
way.
bad
and
thing
feed
it
it.
was Mahomes and Tucker were like having fun about it.
Yeah,
Yes,
and then Kelsey.
And then, but
joined
that's
in,
what I mean. Like Kelsey,
And then Mahomes got
playoff
sassy about
Kelsey.
it.
Like we talk about playoff Lenny.
Yeah,
Playoff
Playoff
Kelsey's something
Lenny.
else, man.
but that mentality to go into hostile territory
Yeah.
and just alpha in front of your fans, that is a different mentality. You've either got that or you don't. And
Although, do you reckon he would have alphaed Roquan Smith like that?
I reckon, yeah, absolutely.
If Roquan Smith had come up, I reckon he would have been like, "No, we're chill, Roquan. You want to come on my podcast?"
No. I reckon dead set that
No, I think
he
he
steps
would've
across
too.
the white line and he's
He's a
a
psycho.
yeah.
Him and
A
like
wild
Jason
beast.
Kelsey's the same. Like all the D linemen are like, I hate him because he's such a fucking piece of shit. But then as soon as we finish the game, he's the nicest, most
Yeah.
likable guy in the
Beers
world.
on ice, everyone's best mate.
Yeah, like he loves everyone. He's jumping out of the fucking box,
He's
sculling
tossing hard
beers.
solos across the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like that's what he's like. Like that, you'd be like, you hate in the car park. You boys want to come have a beer with me? He's like,
Yeah.
Car
you
park
just
miss.
knocked me out and called me a bitch. It's like, hey, game's over, man.
Yeah.
Come have a drink.
Nah, I
You
like
are a
that.
bitch.
Yeah.
You are a bitch.
That's the sort of stuff that sets the tone for the rest of the team, and I think that's why they played with that edge.
They're
Not
a playoff team.
Not that it, like
Nah, the-
that sort of stuff is just
It-
ingrained in
It
you.
got on the
Yeah.
Ravens' head. They try to come out be try to be chippy. when you do it against the Chiefs who know how to fucking play playoff footy,
Yeah.
it's too chippy. It
One
doesn't
team's
work.
been there before. They've gone through the head of the
And that's the
trenches.
thing. The Ravens are a very young team. I'm not worried.
No,
I'm
so
definitely not worried.
To
Like,
wrap up on the
future's
Ravens,
very
I actually
bright.
think the Ravens'
Yeah.
future is really bright. Like Lamar's, 27, 26?
Draft a wide
20,
receiver for fuck's sake.
26,
He couldn't be more than 28. Like he's been
No,
in
I
the
think
league
he is
5
28.
years.
I think
Like
he's 28.
he's going into his prime now.
Him and Josh Allen are both
He
28.
came in real young.
Yeah, he's going into his prime now. Like I think if they can get another receiver around him, like Isaiah Likely took off, Mark Andrews, they can get them both healthy, run a 2 tight end set. I
Get
think
a healthy running back.
they'll get Dobbins or big rumors. Derrick Henry.
Yeah,
How was
that-
27?
27.
Big
But-
rumors Derrick Henry, and also big rumors Saquon Barkley's going there too.
Oh,
The Ravens are going to go after one of them, which I love.
We were trying to get Derrick Henry in the trade period.
Yeah, I think Derrick Henry would be perfect for that offense.
I think we
You-
still got a trade for him, though.
you-
He's still under contract.
No, I'm just going to come out and say this. Cannot fucking work out how I can't remember his name.
Henry?
Derrick Henry is a free agent, but everyone is saying he's a free agent.
He
So
must
either the
have
Titans
a-
are going to cut him or he's got a player option.
I was
and he
about
can
to say,
pull
do they
out.
have player options in the
They do. Yeah, they
NFL?
definitely do.
Okay, because that's a huge NBA thing, player option,
Yeah,
team option.
It's,
but
it's rarer in the NFL, but he
Yeah.
apparently has a
it's
player
almost
option.
in every contract in the NBA. I'm a full NBA nuffy, so
Yeah,
Kansas City, we've touched on them, but I think anyone going against Mahomes is insane.
yeah.
betting
he's-
against
he's-
Mahomes,
He's hit that point.
That's I know Tom Brady's got the longevity, but he's just got that DNA.
Do you want to hear a fun stat about Patrick Mahomes? So the Arizona Cardinals have been around for 109 seasons,
Oh,
and they've won 7
seven
playoff
grand.
games and never won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes has won 14 playoff games and 2 Super Bowls, played in 3, going into his 4th. How
You
grim
could say
is
that about probably
There'd be a few
fucking 8
teams,
to 10 franchises.
But I think
yeah.
Arizona's been around 109 years. They've been around.
Yeah.
Been around since the fucking 30s.
They really haven't been relevant since Kurt Warner. They had a fucking good team that
They
year.
should have won that year.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the next game.
NFC.
I think I'm more heartbroken by this game.
Yeah. As a Seattle fan, I fucking hate the Niners, and they do not deserve to win that game.
It shit me George Kittle being up on that stage after, like, oh, they had us in the first half, but now we're here. I just wanted to just come onto this podcast this week and say, hey, George Kittle, shut the fuck up, cunt. But I can't because they won and he played pretty well. I think this game, like, definitely tale of two halves. You get up 24-7 at the half to the Lions. The 49ers stole the momentum in the second half. They fucking rolled home. The Lions'
Sometimes
bad
it's better
defense
to
hurt
be lucky than good. Because
Well,
the 49ers were lucky.
the game
fumble,
turned on
the interception.
the interception that I think I can't remember the guy's
Yeah, he's got
name.
a weird name.
Yeah, it starts with V.
Yeah,
He should have
bounced off
intercepted
his
that.
fucking face mask.
Yeah, not only, and I think it was second and long, so it would have been third and long, maybe. But like he drops an interception. Not only does it not become an incompletion, it falls
60-yard
straight to
completion.
Ayuk
Yeah.
that he catches it. And it was a great play by Ayuk. But I feel like the game, I felt like when Ayuk caught that ball, I was like, they're going to lose. I really felt they're going to lose. I
The
don't think they
Demons
could
of
wrangle
Detroit.
back. They couldn't
it's-
wrangle back the momentum.
They had four drives. So they had the dropped interception. They had the Gibbs fumble, which is out of character.
Yep.
They had whatever the fuck Reynolds did with that
He
drop.
just dropped the ball, yeah.
I don't know if he's got money on the Niners. Like
It was a bad drop.
fucking hell.
And then Goff missed a wide open
And
goal
Goff
on the
missed a
other
wide
fourth
open-
down for a first down, and then went deep. It was very.
and it was,
it
and
was
then
very.
the-
It was very. Who was the quarterback that missed the underneath pass in the playoffs? We were ragging on him. It was Josh Allen.
Josh.
Oh,
Yeah,
Josh
he had a wide open cross.
Although
Remember
he got
Josh Allen
hit
had
one-
Diggs crossing
yeah,
over, and
yeah,
he
had
got the
he got
touchdown.
through, yeah.
Yeah, it was very much like that. Like he had the first down, he could have taken it. What do we think of Dan? He had. I'll
Going
just
for
run
it,
through
on
the
fourth.
three decisions he had. He had one just before the half where he kicked the field goal.
I don't mind that because you're up 3 scores.
I thought that was the
I
right
think that's
call.
fine.
That's the smart
And
play.
you know, I think if I'm going to put my coach's hat on, you go for it on 4th down, and if you fail, you pin them into your own
Well, it
territory.
was half time.
Exactly.
So
it
wouldn't have
goes into
mattered.
half time, so you take the guaranteed points.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking with that.
I thought that was right too.
Yeah.
And the second one, I thought this is what threw me. This is what throws me off with Dan Campbell. And I've said this at points during the year: is his emotions almost get the better of him.
Absolutely.
If you go for it before the half, right? If you're the guy that's going to go, you know what, fuck it, we're going to go into the half 28-0 up, 28-7 up,
Mhm.
or 21-7 up. I'm going to make that decision. Then you do the other 4th downs. I'm like, this is a dude that's balls to the wall. He's backing his team and he's going for it.
Yeah.
He kicked the field goal. Then he didn't. Like, I think the first 4th down, the guy dropped it. He should have been a completion. They should have got the You kick a field goal there. They've just kicked a field goal. It's a 3-score game again. The momentum settles.
Nah.
They're still 3 scores down. You're all good. The last
But
one.
he did everything right on that play. He did everything right. The
Yep.
play call was right.
But
The
that's-
guy was wide
That's
open.
football.
That's
though.
football.
No, I know.
You can
but
do everything right, not be
statistically,
successful.
in his mind, he's like, we've got the momentum. They
Well,
kick the field goal. We go 7-0.
I would argue that everything right would be throwing the ball to either Sam Laporta or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
They didn't even
not
look at
Reynolds.
Amon-Ra St. Brown in the what the fuck?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
I would argue that, doing everything right
Or
would have
they
been...
expect you. He's gone Galaxy Brain,
Yeah.
and they've gone. They're probably going to go Amon-Ra and Sam Laporta.
But that's
So
the thing.
we'll
I
get
think when
Reynolds
you've
on
got
there,
guys
shit is-
like that, it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
they're so good that you've got to... Like, he
Yeah.
didn't even look at him.
I know.
So look, I think that's my thought. Like, the more I've thought about it, and Dan
And-
Campbell, his
and
press
the run?
conference was outstanding. Like, he
the
was
run
like...
with Montgomery, you're going to say that?
Yeah,
I'm
the
sure.
run with Montgomery, yeah.
I don't mind that. I think it's questionable, but I think everyone's expecting you to
They were in a-
pass
it
so
was-
you save it down, and then you can catch them by surprise.
Well, my thought on that one, like, was that a Jared Goff problem? Is this a Jared Goff problem, right? Because any quarterback who's got complete control of their offense is smart and understands what he's doing on that run to Montgomery. So we're talking about the one just before the half where they could have had 3 plays to throw it, but they ran out of time then, and they ran the ball. And they had to, they ran the ball. It was the last quarter,
was
sorry,
the
and
last
they had to
quarter,
waste
yeah.
a timeout,
Yeah,
which then basically meant if they didn't
score.
get an
They
onside kick, they
would
lost
have
the game.
lost. Yeah,
So my point was, if you run the ball there, you have to score.
Yeah.
But if I'm not an NFL quarterback in any way, but when I saw him go to the line, I'm like, this is a stacked box. Throw this ball.
Yes.
Like, you've got all one-on-ones across the line. Take Amon-Ra St. Brown.
He's-
Take Jameson Williams. Take Laporta. Take the chance and don't waste any more clock. Keep a timeout. When
It
he ran it,
almost-
I was just like, and then I thought, don't waste the timeout. Just quickly get set again and
Yeah.
go again. Like, if you're going to
It
run
was-
it, have your second play ready.
it was. Yeah, exactly. I think you're right there. I think
I think that was a
I
fuck
don't mind. I don't mind the run because I can understand like you trying to outthink.
I don't mind the run.
Yeah,
I mind the timeout.
yeah. The
that's
time
like-
you need to have that
That's
second
like
play.
12-year-old Madden sort of shit.
Yeah, you need to have that second play. You need to be like, hey,
Well,
Well,
you could
yeah.
almost go to Jared Goff could almost come into the huddle and be like, hey, these are the next 2 plays we're running.
Yep.
Unless we score on this one. Let's
Yep.
fucking score. But the next one, we're actually going to run it again straight away to the other side. So bang, run it. If we don't get it, quickly get set. They're going to think we're passing. We're going to run it up there. Like,
how much time was left? I can't remember.
it
Was
was,
like 40?
it was under 2 minutes.
Yeah,
So
a
then
minute
it-
40 or something.
Yeah. So then
Yeah.
if they kept their 3 timeouts, they actually would have got the ball back with about a minute left.
If they had to stop them,
And
which
if- they
was-
did stop them, didn't they? No, they just kneeled it because
Yeah,
they didn't have a timeout.
Yeah.
Yeah. So look, it was. I
I
think
don't- I
Dan
don't
Campbell's
mind it.
emotions get the better of him, but also I feel like I'd be a hypocrite to say that I've enjoyed him so much this year because of it. So it's probably unfair to then be like, "Fuck you for doing it."
exactly. If you've lived and died by the sword all year,
Oh,
in that moment, you
it's-
fall on your sword and you cop it. Like
And that's
a
what
man.
he said in his press conference.
Absolutely.
He literally said, "I feel shit. I'm gutted. I don't know if we'll get this opportunity again.
Yeah.
These opportunities don't come very often."
Yeah.
He's like, I thought in the moment it was the right decision. He's like, I'm going to lay in bed tonight all night and think about if it was
Oh,
right or wrong.
He's going to be laying in bed until
But
preseason.
As
Like,
Dan Campbell does, which is why you love him, is he goes, I'm just really upset that I didn't make the right call for my players in that time.
Yeah.
He owns it himself. Absolutely.
And he takes all, and then his players going to watch that and go, man, that's he could have gone out there and been like, well, if my fucking
Reynolds dropped
receiver
the
didn't
ball.
drop it,
Yeah.
like we
Yeah.
dialed the perfect play. And then their offensive coordinator, who was
Ben Johnson.
Ben Johnson, who was
Yep.
apparently going to be a head coach, turned down head coaching interviews and he's re-signed
getting
with them.
paid.
Well, he's on the same contract, but I think there'll be some
Yeah,
sort of
he's
money.
getting paid.
But the
Yes.
fact that he wants to stay, that to me is a team that's well together. They're put together, and I think I hope
It
there's
could,
good things coming.
it
to the
could also be a
Lions.
situation that if he does go anywhere else and fails, he looks wrong.
It's funny though, like
Because if he goes anywhere as a head coach and
and fails,
wants to call offense and doesn't work out, because
I think offensive guys get a second chance, though. But he's
Yeah,
also
but
very young.
he would
Like
have-
it takes.
Yeah.
He's probably got who knows? But he might feel, hey, I'm
They're
probably
37.
this opportunity is probably going to be around for another 3 years for me to be a head coach. Let me like develop and
I've made it. My feelings on those sorts of guys are like, stay as an OC. If you're getting paid really good money to be an
Yeah.
OC, stay as an OC and just be like. I think the perfect guy is the Chiefs defense coordinator Spags.
yeah.
He went a head coach, failed miserably.
Oh, the Rams were terrible.
Everywhere he's been a DC, his defense
Elite.
has been elite.
Yeah.
So now he's just settled himself into a DC. And
Yeah.
he's just a DC, and he's the best DC in football.
Why wouldn't you? Why do you want to be a head coach?
That's
when
what I
you could
mean.
be the DC?
Because I think you've got a different ego and you aspire to be a head coach.
Yeah,
But I think with
that's
Ben
what kills
Johnson,
people.
the two jobs that are left, and I go for Seattle, but that's not an attractive job for an offensive coordinator.
No.
We've got talents, but you've got a Geno situation and an O-line
Pro Bowler,
situation.
Geno Smith.
And then you got the
The seventh
Commanders.
quarterback for the NFC.
Yeah. Yeah.
With Gardner Minshew
He's
in
putting,
the AFC.
putting up Dak-like numbers.
Dak's not
Can't
playing
wait
in
to
the
play
Pro
the
Bowl.
flag game.
Yeah.
How bad? I'm not even going to watch the Pro Bowl.
No, it's a joke.
I just pretend it doesn't happen.
But if you're Ben Johnson, do you want
no, I'd stay.
Seattle or do you want Commanders? No, you want your system with your head coach that takes absolutely every bullet for you
And loves you and treats you
loves
right.
you,
The players
and you
love
got
being
the
there.
city all behind you now. Everything's trending up. Wouldn't you just ride that wave for another year?
Campbell calls the offense though in Detroit though.
No, I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't think he does.
We had this argument like 4
No,
weeks ago.
I think he makes the calls on when they go for it and all that sort of stuff. I don't think he calls the plays.
No, I
calls
don't-
the plays.
Does he?
Yeah,
That's pretty sick.
that's he calls the plays. So that's like, why would you want
I
to
don't know if he
leave?
does. I
Dan-
actually don't think he does.
Dan Campbell, ex tight end. I'm not sure if you guys know. He played in the league.
16 years, I've heard.
Definitely could beat the fuck out of George. That's one thing I'm
Oh.
confident in. I don't know who calls the plays in Detroit, but I know that Dan Campbell is beat. I'm going to get a T-shirt that's Dan Campbell. I could beat up George Kadaris. That's what I'm going to get.
No, you should get the t-shirt. George Kadaris could beat up Dan Campbell.
That's even better. That's even better. George, can you send me a picture that I can use for the T-shirt? You know the one. Send it to our private chat. But yeah, I guess 49ers.
He's
you
just
gotta
Googling
give him some
play call for
credit.
Lines.
No, I'm trying to find it. Yeah,
You got to look at the 49ers though. Like they've been the best team in the NFC all year.
Yep.
It was once they got going, they looked like the best offense in football, which they have been all year. And I want to give some credit to Brock Purdy. He was absolutely fucking
He was good.
outstanding.
Yeah, he was
Like
very
he
good.
made some terrific plays. Scrambling as well. Debo is just an absolute dog, but I truly stand by the fact that if that ball was intercepted by Vildor is his name,
Yeah,
the
that's
defender,
right. Vildor,
I
yeah.
think the Lions win that game. But as we
Yep.
always say, if some butts were candies and nuts, and every day would be Christmas. If
Yep.
he didn't catch it, Ayuk did, and that's what good teams do. They find a way.
he's a good quarterback. He just doesn't get rattled. He doesn't make the bad throw.
Nah,
Oh, he does make bad throws.
makes bad throws.
He makes bad.
He's very iffy, actually. When the ball's in the air, you're like, where the fuck is this
Yeah,
one
but-
going?
He throws some
He's-
great balls. Though.
Throws the
No, of course he
throws
does.
the
He's in
smart
the
ball.
NFL. Of course he throws some great
plays,
ones.
He
but-
plays the offense. That's what he does.
I'm also not surprised that the Lions defense
I'm
at
not
some
shit.
point in this game fucking struggled.
Yeah.
They're not a good defense.
That was their
They have
Achilles
to
heel.
fix that.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I think
absolutely.
they will. I think like Jameson Williams actually had a really good game, which is promising for the Lions too.
Yeah, he's only been promising for 3 years, so
Yeah.
hopefully
Hopefully he's
breaks
full.
through.
Well, it's his contract.
I wonder
next
if he's
year.
betting on himself to
That's very
perform next year.
That's very good.
Yeah.
He's not allowed to do that, which
Yeah.
we all learned earlier this year. But yeah, Niners. We got Niners Chiefs Super Bowl. We'll do obviously a big breakdown of both the teams in the Super Bowl next week before the big game, and we'll also do a live show the night before the game
Ooh.
Yes.
with Davey from Sporting Globe.
Yes.
I'll hit him up. Make sure that
Yeah.
that's set up to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll do that.
Make sure you give him plenty of notice. His flaky character.
No, don't get me fucking started.
Hey, don't worry. Dave is looking after the boys for the Super Bowl.
He's
So
looking. He might be looking after us. He didn't look after me. When was it? Sunday morning.
I would say it's your fault.
When I'm driving to the Sporting Globe and he messages, gives me a call, goes, "Oh, the kids are sick. I can't do it." I'm like,
Don't you?
All right.
Can you please not upset our future sponsor of the show? This will be the first time Dave's heard this too. Super Bowl day.
Super Bowl day.
If I was you, Dave, I'd wear some earplugs and maybe something to protect those ears because I'm chewing them off.
Gums
With
would
your
be
Dan
flapping.
Campbell.
A Dan Campbell shirt on. Yeah, your kneecap. I'll
Bite
just
a
get
kneecap.
bite an ear off. That's what I'll get. Dan Campbell.
Okay, my God.
But yeah, if everyone thinks we haven't talked enough about the Chiefs and the 49ers, we will do a big chat
We'll-
about you guys next week and we'll make sure you get your flowers, so to speak.
Is there any Chief fans? Listen,
I'm a Chief fan.
And there's tons of Chiefs
I
fans
appreciate.
actually, you know what? I am.
I appreciate
I'm
greatness.
a Smith fan.
I want Mahomes to win just because I want it to continue.
I want
'Cause
Mahomes to win. Fuck the 49ers. As a
Yeah,
Seattle fan, I
yeah.
cannot have the 49ers win a fucking.
I actually
It'd be
can't-
like the Eagles for you and
yeah. Who's
Browns,
the-
Steelers.
Yeah, that's
It's Steelers.
No,
You
no,
just think
Steelers.
it's the Steelers.
Hey, yeah,
it's
Steelers.
Cincy for me.
Nah,
makes
it's
sense.
not.
I don't like Joe
But
Burrow.
Joe Burrow's so humble, man.
Yeah,
He's so humble.
He's only buying
humble.
$12
With that
million
contract.
houses.
Fuck
Yeah.
Joe Burrow. He lost me my bet when they did make the fucking Super Bowl. Fuck them. Stand up and throw a deep ball, you dog.
Oh, his hand is lacerated like Zay Flowers. Remember that one? Remember how he lacerated his hand? Oh, I'm so upset. All right.
I'm gonna
Now,
punch
what
you
we
soon.
thought, we're going to have a bit of fun. Obviously, the awards are going to come out very soon. The NFL. It'd be like,
I think it's the 9th or
no,
10th.
yeah, just so very soon.
So it's 11th.
So what we thought we'd do, instead of doing we'll all say who we think our MVPs are, we've set up our votes for our awards. George has sent his in to me. We're going to do a 3-2-1, so 3 being the most votes, and then we'll calculate them, and we'll give who our award winner is of the show.
Yep.
Scotty's in here, so we get a 4th person to break it, which is good.
I like this.
And then we'll basically name our awards by who gets the most votes. So we'll do MVP last, obviously.
Okay. Yep.
Do you want me to read George's first?
For
Yes.
Let's just do Offensive Player of the Year, and
let's
we'll
go.
go down that way.
Okay.
All right. So George's. Oh, I've lost it now. George's Offensive Player of the Year. So we'll do George, Scotty, Brock, then back to, and I'll do
Yep.
mine.
All right.
Can you write them down and tally it up?
Yeah. On the fly.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Give me
hey,
some head.
you're the smart one here. Okay. So George's Offensive Player of the Year, 3 votes. Do you want me to get you a pen?
3 votes. No, you didn't want to do 1 vote, then
Get-
2 throws.
Oh, 1, 2, 3, whatever.
Give
Yeah.
me a pen and paper. Give me a pen
What do you want to do? 3, 2, 1 or 1, 2, 3?
1, 2, 3.
Scott?
1, 2, 3.
1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
that's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you start off with the best player.
You don't see Gil McLaughlin going, 1 vote. Oh, Scotland.
What?
I don't know. I had a stroke. I had a stroke.
Was that Lamar and Scotty? Is that
Yeah,
what
I
you're
had-
confused?
That's not Lamar Jackson.
Equal athletes.
No, they're both played in the same amount of Super Bowls.
Same amount of.
How many's that Tony Romo?
Legit.
No, you know why I don't like Tony Romo?
Why?
Let me get on it.
Oh god!
Don't tell me how to win
Talk
big
about a
games
throwback.
when you can't fucking win a big game yourself, Tony Romo.
You can't even hold a fucking snap
You-
for an extra point in a
you-
big game.
You 2 and 4,
Go Seattle.
motherfucker. Fuck you. You can't even win a divisional game. Talk to me when you get a conference
Yeah,
game.
but that's a
Cunt.
Cowboys problem.
How do you
apparently.
feel about Josh Allen?
Tall, white, handsome. Now the season's over.
You like him again?
Fucking love Josh Allen.
He almost killed
It's
our.
a great podcast.
He almost
We should
killed
get
our
you
boy
on.
Lockie. All right. So George's Offensive Player of the Year, 1 vote. Do you want to write Opoy? Like, are you going to be able to do it? Do you want me to do it? I'm.
Me or are you?
We'll switch it.
This is an
You do
absolute.
this.
This is A grade podcasting.
Yeah.
God,
You'd
Brock,
think we'd plan
where
this
did you
beforehand.
learn how to? My handwriting's bad, and so is
Jeez.
yours.
You gave me a kid's fucking pen, bro.
That is a kid's pen, to be
A
fair.
kid's pen. It's a pen from Legend.
What?
Must be my pen.
Oh, wow.
He's used that one before.
Yeah.
I actually haven't. I
That,
just
that was definitely a dad's
I
gift,
just
a Father's
right-
Day gift.
right steered into that. All right.
Like, okay, that's how you want to do it.
So George's votes. CD Lamb, 1 vote.
I've got Dak, 1 vote.
Josh Allen, 1 vote.
I'm surprised you've got him on
Dak
there.
1 vote for offensive player.
Yep.
You don't. That's the cardinal sin. You don't do quarterbacks for offensive player. You got Dak. Okay, I respect it though. Who'd you have, Brock?
Josh Allen.
There you go.
Oh, he's not a quarterback. He's more of a running back than a quarterback.
You
I-
shut your little whore mouth when you talk about that.
I had Tyreek Hill for 1 vote.
Ooh.
I know. I'll do my 2, and we'll go back the other way.
Okay.
my two-
We're snaking it.
Snake draft.
My 2 is CD Lamb.
Tyreek Hill.
I've got CD for 2.
Lamb, Hill for 2.
Yep.
And George. Sorry, to go back to his thing now. Should have done this better.
Fuck's sake, man.
George had for 2 Tyreek Hill as well. Did we all have CMC for 3 votes?
Yes, I did.
Okay. All right. So 3. Everyone's got CMC.
No, I don't.
Who have you got?
I've got Hill for 3.
Oh, okay.
Not bad.
And Hill. All right. So that
So mine
brings.
goes- yeah.
You got
Hill.
an MVP. don't you?
Do you want me to count them up? We'll go through all the awards and I'll count them up at the end.
Get him up at the end.
All right.
Yeah. Can
Okay,
you do the
done.
math that quick?
No.
That's why he wants. That's why he wants to count him up at the end. That's why.
Need AI. All right. Depoy. Scotty, you go first.
I've got 1 vote. Garrett.
Ooh. Rocky?
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt. Not JJ Watt. George had 1 vote, Roquan Smith. I had 1 vote, TJ Watt.
This must be great listening for everyone.
I feel like I should have tallied this all up before. Do you know what we're going to do? We're just going to read out our 1, 2, 3s
Yes.
instead of going around. So
Yes.
my 1, 2, 3 for defensive player. 1 is TJ Watt. 2 is Deron Bland from the Cowboys.
Oh, yep.
And 3, Roquan Smith.
Ooh.
Smith.
Smith.
All right, Brock, give me yours.
1 was TJ Watt. 2 was Fred Warner. And 3,
I like that.
Roquan Smith.
Ooh. So I've got 1 Garrett, 2 TJ Watt, 3 Smith.
Oh,
Garrett?
Hey?
Sauce?
What?
Oh, no, Garrett. I thought you said Garrett. Disregard.
and then
My
George
stroke.
has Roquan Smith, TJ Watt, and Miles Garrett.
There we go.
All right. Next one. Rookie of the year.
This is a tough one to give 3 votes to.
I'll do George's first because I got him up, and then I can go back to the other ones. So George had 1, Laporta. 2, can we make flowers today? Zay Flowers. That might be a bit old for you guys. Julian Corbett will respect that. And 3 votes, CJ Stroud.
Ooh.
Yep.
All right, Brocky, who you got?
1 vote, Zay Flowers. 2 votes, Puka.
Yeah.
And 3 votes, CJ.
I have 1 vote, Laporta, 2 votes, Puka,
Yeah.
and then 3 votes, Stroud. And I've gone lol, like it's up for debate.
That was a tough one.
Can I just want to take just an absolute blindside shot at George Kadaris. How do you not have Puka Nakua in your 3 vote
Yeah.
pairs? I reckon he's forgotten about Puka
He
Nakua.
Definitely
somehow.
forgot about Puka.
He nearly broke
The Puka.
He broke all of them.
Yeah, but like he was only 400 yards off breaking.
Playoffs. He always broke the playoffs fucking record. He did break.
Yeah, he broke the playoffs. Yeah, but like for the total ever.
Yeah,
He's
you know,
only
he broke both of them. Touched it.
No, I'm not
receptions
even
and
for a
yards.
rookie. I'm talking about ever.
Nah. Oh,
It was 400 yards off.
Yeah, he had 1,400 yards. He was 400 yards is a lot off. Sorry, I should have got mine. My offensive rookie of the year, it's definitely going to be Stroud. I had Flowers, Puka,
Porter
and Stroud. I thought Laporta, but Flowers he had a really good year.
I think Laporta's stats are better than Flowers.
So we can announce that CJ won that with
I'm shocked.
3, 6, 12, 9, dinner for 2, 12.
You just wanted to throw that one in there, didn't you?
I know what
He
I'm
had it
about.
preloaded.
I know what I'm about. D-Roy. I actually think D-Roy is one of the hardest ones. So I had for D-Roy, number 1, Anderson from
Ooh, Texans.
Texans.
Yeah.
I had number 2, Jalen Carter,
Ooh, you got my boy.
and 3 votes, Witherspoon.
Yeah, my boy. Our defense looks so fucking good when he played. He's a dog.
Yeah, I love Devin Witherspoon.
Yeah.
Devin Witherspoon?
Devin.
Yeah, he's a gun.
Big D.
Superstar. Brocky.
I had 1 vote for Witherspoon.
Ooh.
Did you just say big dick?
Yeah, I said big D.
Probably.
2 for Jalen Carter.
Oh,
3 for Will Anderson.
I've gone 1 for Carter, 2 for Witherspoon. I thought I was going to get bagged for being a homer, but seems like we're all in agreement there. And then 3 for Anderson as well.
oh no, this is going to be tight. I'll have to do this one after. This is going to be real tight. So who'd you have for 2? Witherspoon.
Yep.
Georgie boy. Is it one of George actually?
Yeah,
his
Carter definitely
his
number
rookies were out of control. He had
He only watches one team.
he had Brian Branch for 3 votes. My argument would be is how does Brian Branch get votes as a safety over Witherspoon? But anyway, that's what he had. He had Will Anderson for 2 votes and Carter. for
Oh, I'm
3.
shocked.
So I'll have to work that out in a little bit. Coach of the year.
All right, do you want me to go first for this one?
I'll do it. I'll do George's first. Sorry.
Okay.
He had 1, John Harbrow, which I actually didn't mind. It was a good one. 2, Dan Campbell. 3, D. Ryans.
I like that.
Scotty?
All right, so 1 vote, Kyle Shanahan.
Love it.
2 votes, D. Ryans. And then 3 votes, I've got the big man himself, Harbrow.
Oh,
I think if you're a good team and you're the best team in the
Suck
league,
up vote
for the-
he wants to get back on. He's
No,
like,
no,
he
no,
knows
no, no,
Brock's the gatekeeper.
No, can I just say with the coaches as well that sometimes the most complete team that they don't get the coaches award, and he deserves it.
I'm with you on this. So
I think the most complete team, they were a fucking buzzsaw all year. Give him the fucking coaches award.
I got 1 vote, Andy Reid.
I don't mind that.
So I'm the same opinion too. 2, Kyle Shanahan, and 3, John Harbaugh.
What? Reid,
Shanahan.
Shanahan. This is hard. I haven't written this much for years. And Harbrow.
Yep. I'm the exact same. You shouldn't be a shit team. You shouldn't be
No.
shit 1 year, good
I
next year,
can't
and you get coach of the
believe
year.
that you guys all didn't put Dan Campbell as 3 votes. The guy
It was
changed the
very-
fucking city.
Yeah,
No,
last
no,
year.
don't get me wrong. Don't get me
No,
wrong.
this year
Last
is
year.
the
Last year.
They finished the season winning 7 in a row. No, it was very hard to get him in, but I think it's hard. I think it's more impressive to get the number 2 pick and number 3 pick, and then go from there into the second round of the playoffs. So that's why I gave it to Ryans over him.
He could have got 1 for me, but Andy Reid fucking took that team who had no receivers all year apparently.
For me, Shanahan
now
has
they're
to get
involved.
in. You can't have.
Yeah, but you can't take in. You've taken in playoffs into an account.
No, not even that. The
They
fact that
finished
they
the
finished second.
3 seed.
Oh, third was it third.
Three.
wasn't it? 3.
Yeah,
Three
Bills were
seed,
2
yeah.
out of nowhere, which is bizarre.
Bills were 2, but they still had to do it. They still had to get to the 3rd seed.
Yeah. All right. Comeback player. I had.
This is going to be.
This is gonna
Right.
be.
I had
I hope we're all in agreement.
my 1 vote. Anyone but Hamlin.
Can I also say my number 1 vote?
Yep.
Anyone other than DeMar, he doesn't deserve it. The Bills would have won if he didn't run the punt.
That's not what it says.
That's exactly what it
The
says.
Bills would have won if he was dead.
I didn't say that. This is the wrong podcast, so I'm not going to add on to that. If you want to hear my real thoughts on that sort of stuff, listen to the Package and the Pete.
So
Yeah.
wait, you gave what
Self-plug.
So you guys have given 1 to Hamlin?
No, I gave 1. There's not a number 1.
Yeah, I don't have a number 1 either. I have anyone but Hamlin.
I'll jump on anyone. Yeah, I'll jump on anyone else's number 1. That's fine. You get it by proxy.
I've got 1 to Baker Mayfield.
Ooh, I like Okay, my 2 and 3, I have Flacco at 2, Black Diggity Dog, and I have Baker at 3 votes.
Yeah, okay.
I have the same. I've got the Coxman at 2, and then Baker at 3.
Deshaun Watson?
No.
He shows the
he shows
show the
Cox.
Cox.
Same team.
He shows
Same team.
Cox.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny that is the same team. Who would have thought? George had DeMar Hamlin at 1. Oh shit, he had Joe Flacco at 2, and Baker.
Really? I thought I was going out on a limb putting Baker out there, but
I actually thought the same thing.
yeah, I thought I was going to get crucified.
no one's going to have Baker.
I
So
was happy to have a Baker fight, and everyone's agreed with me.
My 1 to Baker was so done. I didn't have to put Hamlin's name in my fucking iPad.
Baker
You're
won.
not a real Baker fan.
I've been on Baker for years.
Fun fact: Baker won that by 1 vote. He got 9.
I haven't given you my vote yet.
Oh, sorry. What's your 2 and 1? Did you have Flacco at 3?
I got Flacco at 3. Oh! And Tua at 2.
Tua. Yeah, he was almost legally dead as well, but he doesn't get any coverage for it.
Hold on.
He definitely died a little
I
bit.
actually want to count this up now. So Baker got 3, 6, 9, 3, 6, 9, 10.
Yeah,
Flacco got 2, 4, 6.
11. Flacco's our winner for comeback.
No, 9. 6 plus 3 is 9.
6 plus 3 is 9.
He lost by a vote.
Oh,
Baker.
Baker, he deserved it.
Baker.
Not a
Not
faker.
a faker. All right, now we get down to the real one. And we can spend a bit of time on this because there's going to be some discussion. I'll give George's 3 MVP votes, and then we'll do ours a bit slower.
3 or 1? Give us his 1. Oh,
Yeah. Well, I'll do
all
1,
three.
2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah.
So 1, he had
Jalen Hurts.
Josh Allen. 2,
AJ Brown.
Brock Purdy. And 3, Lamar Jackson. Okay. Give me your 1, Scotty.
I've got Lamar Jackson.
Don't.
I'm okay. I'm not going to flip a table. I'm parked behind him. I might just ram him if I have to.
Company car, go for it.
Who's
They'll get my Tundra a year earlier.
who's your one?
Taylor Swift.
Did you actually have Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift, one vote.
The amount of money she's making in the NFL, she needs to be 3 votes.
Taylor Swift, one vote. Give it to her.
I wrote Swift. I don't want to get that. I'll put T Swift. I
Swift.
don't want to get confused with the Swift from
Billy.
Billy. George will be like, "No, you won. Swift won."
He's with a Kelsey, so it makes sense.
Who? My one. Dak. Fuck you guys. He had a great regular season,
He did.
and I stand by it. Fuck
No, he
Dak.
did.
Dak, one vote. He deserves it. I'll give my two. My two was Josh Allen.
Yep.
Scotty's
My 2 is Josh Allen as well.
Oh, don't tell me a Josh Allen.
Over Lamar. Yeah.
Oh.
I've got some stats here to back it up too.
My number 2, Dakota Rain Prescott.
Oh! I want to say my something, but I won't because I'm not George and it's not a lyric.
He's also caramel.
It's
Carmel.
it's definitely you could say if it's a quote
Oh,
from a movie.
No.
It's from a movie.
No.
I've seen Denzel Washington.
great movie, Training Day.
It's a great
Let's not hijack this.
My
Is
number
it better than
one.
White Chicks?
Oh,
My number one is Lamar Jackson.
my number 1 is McCaffrey.
I respect that.
Lamar Jackson. El Freaky.
Shocker.
El Freaky.
So that means that 3, 6, 9, 10 votes for Lamar.
You're saying Josh Allen could win? Nah, he can't.
No, you can't.
Josh Allen got 2, 4. He only got 4. Purdy got 2. Well done, George. No, sorry. Josh Allen got 5. Dak got 3. Taylor Swift 1.
But you did, yeah.
Taylor Swift 1.
Taylor
So
Swift
that's how it was. I'm going to quickly work out the other ones.
Yes.
All right. So
Since he didn't.
Coach of the Year, we've got Ryan's got 3, 5,
Jesus.
7. You didn't have Ryan's at all. So Ryan's got 7.
No.
DC
Dan
Got-
Campbell.
2, 5. You guys didn't have him.
No.
Fuck. You guys are really dog dancing. I'm off that. So he's in win it. John Harborough got 3, 6, 7.
7.
Oh, we might have a tie.
We got dual winners.
Reed got 2, 1.
Yeah.
That's everyone.
Shanahan.
Shanahan got
3, 4.
1.
No.
He got 1 and 2. He got 3.
I gave Kyle Shannon 2.
And I had George had Stefanski.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind that. Stefanski's a good pick.
So we have dual winners in Ryans and Harbrow for Coach of the Year.
Nice.
Well done, guys. I wouldn't be upset with that if they did that. Give one to like an up and coming coach and one to like a guy who's actually won a lot, like a good coach. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Fucking Carter. He's going to win it. He got 2, 5, 6, 8. 8. Anderson got 1, 4, 7. Branch got 1.
No. That's Will Anderson there, isn't it? You didn't
Oh,
have him.
Will Anderson. He got
9.
9. He got 9. Sorry, my mistake. I
We
forgot
need-
what I wrote down.
We need to edit this.
Carter. No, we're not editing. Just
stays in.
hit the 30-second bit if you want to. Carter. Did I do Carter already?
Yeah.
Yep. Witherspoon got 3. Didn't get any from George because Branch got him. 3, 5, 6.
Ah.
Anderson.
Anderson.
Anderson
well
is our
deserved.
defensive rookie
Yeah,
of the
well
year.
deserved.
CJ Stroud was offensive rookie of the year.
You want to
Did-
count them?
No, he got 3, 6. Why did I write CJ for 3 of them, then Stroud for another? This is like there's something wrong with me.
idiot.
Something wrong with me. Well, you didn't even want to do it. You were like, oh, I'm scared.
I don't know what the fuck
Also, I'm pissed off with you guys for defensive player of the year. No one could give votes to Bland. I thought everyone would have Bland for votes.
It was hard. I
Dude
had
had 6 touchdowns.
no.
No?
He definitely did, but I just felt like
You're right. He
The
definitely
more-
did. Factual. That's the name. Of the, that's the name of the episode. He definitely did.
I just felt like the
Question
impact, like it is a more big play guy,
Yeah.
and then the other guys were more consistent throughout
Yes.
the game for the whole year. It was very hard. It was
Well,
very hard.
I think Roquan's going to get it because he had 3, 6, 9, 10. So he had 10. Bland had 2. Watt had 1, 3, 5, 6.
Yep.
Garrett got 3, 4. That's it. It's Roquan Smith's in a landslide, to be honest.
Yeah,
The next
well
closest was
deserved.
5 votes. So, and then offensive player of the year, we've got CMC 369. So CMC got 9. You wanted him for MVP, so that's why you left him off there, I assume.
Yep.
Oh, no, you had him
No, I didn't.
for 3.
I had Hill. No, I didn't. I had Hill for 3. Tyreek.
You're a piece of shit. You didn't have CMC for offensive player.
I did.
No, you had Allen, Lamb, Hill.
No,
That's Hill.
I had
Oh,
Tariq, CMC.
You didn't have Lamb.
No.
Who else had Lamb?
me.
Okay. Fun fact.
We might need to redo this.
CMC won with 12 votes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you
Sam-
couldn't have because I didn't vote for him. I had him at MVP.
3, 6, 9.
I didn't vote for him.
Did you have him at 3?
I had him at 3.
Oh, so he got 9 votes, sorry. Fucking hell. Hill got 1,
Did he
3,
push our votes up midway through?
5. I think
columns?
I've put you two in
pushed
the
out
wrong
columns?
one. Yeah, I think I put you two in the wrong one.
But you still wrote. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've just got them in the wrong spot. The same amount of votes though. So we got Hill 1, 3, 5, 8. He's short, and then Lamb got 2, 3, 5. It is CMC with 10 votes, 2 over our boy. Lock your wives up because he will bash them.
No, bash his kids.
No, he also
No,
bashes.
yeah.
Hey, dude,
Good
that's
football.
Hey, so did
it's the
Von
one.
Miller. Like,
It's
we'll
the one
look it
thing
up.
I respect about the one thing that I actually respect about Hill is that he bashes everyone. He doesn't care.
Jesus.
Like he'll take anything down, including his own house. So that will bring us.
That was the Jewish stock take.
That did not go as well as I thought it was going to
No, we
No.
might need to redo that.
go. I don't know why I thought it would be really smooth and I'd be able to just like quick math it on the way. You know what I mean?
It was
That's
the
gonna-
it was the extra person. Normally, it was extra 2 people. Normally, you do it with Richie. It's like just 2 of you. It's
Yeah.
pretty easy. Like
So
2 numbers.
I think next year what I'll do is I'll get you to send them all to me.
We'll pre-do.
And then you'll.
And then
pre-do it.
I'll
Then we can
pre-do
graphic
it.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'll make a graphic and put it up. Should I make the graphic with just the top 3 for each section?
Yes.
Yes. Cool. All right, so I'll do that. That was a bit of fun. I thought it was a bit better than all of us going, this is my MVP, this is my thing.
Yeah, no,
It gives us
the 3-2-1.
a joint Vault Studio awards ceremony. I'll tag all these guys in it. They'll respond.
They definitely will.
I think that Dak Prescott will just respond for you giving him 2 votes.
He's welcome.
He'll just have a tear just roll down his cheek like
Make sure you put his name as Dakota Rain.
Dakota. It's a great.
Sounds like a porn star.
I'll find out
I
later.
think I wouldn't know if it was or wasn't. All right, that brings us into the show. Hey, just quick shout out, George. We missed you a lot this week, mate. I hope you had a good holiday. Hasn't had a holiday since 2016. His words, not mine. How the fuck would I know if he had a holiday or not? But he told us that. So I hope you had a really good time up in Queensland. I hope you got that olive Greek skin all sunned up. So when you see me, next week, you can just hold me in those masculine.
I heard Vanilla's
bronze
going under.
arms.
He's not there for a week. They can't pay the bills now. Vanilla.
Who's Vanilla?
His favorite restaurant, Vanilla in Oakland.
Is there a
Shout-
restaurant called Vanilla?
Yeah.
Do they serve vanilla? Like I don't mean
George,
like
let us know
vanilla
if they serve
milkshakes.
vanilla.
Can you get a fucking vanilla pod and just
Just a
scrape
little
it out
vanilla
and eat it?
bean.
Yeah, just eat the
You want a
vanilla.
knife as well? You just
Yeah.
want to snort this.
Yeah, just
snort
no,
it
I
off.
want to eat it.
We'll leave the snorting for the other podcast.
No, and thank you to Scotty for jumping on.
No,
I didn't even ask him. He just listened to the show and was like, "Did you want me to come on this week? I heard you in the show." I was like, "Oh yeah, I assumed you'd listen, and that's how I would communicate it to you."
trying to message you going,
It was a matter
"Scotty
of
on?"
if you didn't listen this week, you wouldn't have got to know, so you wouldn't have come. So remember, always listen because I'm going to keep you guessing. You never know when you'll get an invite, Tom Wing. You never know.
Ooh, I got big. Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, Tom Wing wants to. His best friend's OBJ, didn't you hear? No, but thanks for coming on, Scotty.
No worries, boys.
We've got our
Appreciate it.
our other podcast, The Package and the P, tomorrow night. So
apparently.
yeah, it's happening
We'll see.
tomorrow night.
Could be the corn.
The Package and the Corn. You're okay.
Package in the
Could
corn.
we do the Package, the P, and the Corn and just format it?
just
Peas
send,
and carrots?
Send me a taxi. Send me. I'll be here. I'll be 10 minutes away down the road.
Probably not a conversation that the Vault listeners want to listen to at the arse end of a podcast.
No. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the Pro Bowl games. We'll be back for our normal podcast next week. You need to do a ton of prop bet stuff because Richie used to do that shit. You're a better, like, find all the funny prop bets, the
I'll be on it.
anthem, all that sort of shit. So we'll do a bit of betting stuff for the Super Bowl.
First
and then we'll
song.
do a Sunday night show. It'll be a little quick show where we do the matchups. DS. I'm gonna say DC.
DC.
I'm going to call him DC, actually.
Call him DC, he'll love it.
Dave Kinclair will come on from the Sporting Globe. He'll do a bit of a he'll do a bit of a bit of betting stuff as well. It'll be the Red Cup betting, but me and George will just railroad it like we did last time.
That's a good show. I
and yeah,
watched.
very sad. We've got one game left in the NFL season. One game left till
It is
September
sad.
next
Yeah,
year.
It is sad.
This is going to be the worst
But
Sunday
it is
night.
the best game of the year.
It
Worth
is the best game. It's the best day of the year. We will be at the Sporting Globe at Churnside Park. So if anyone's there, feel free to come
Not
and
just
say
Sporting
g'day.
Globe, Churnside Park. Get your tickets nationwide.
You don't work for
Hey,
him anymore.
No, we only promote the Sporting Globe Churnside. That's our target area. I hope Dave listens and he's like, fuck, Jay's going to hit me up for fucking sponsorship. He's going to be real cagey on the day. He'll just avoid me. No, we appreciate everyone. Have a good week. See you next week.
Peace out.
That's just.
Yo, welcome to the show. Gather round, listen close. We got George, Martin, J.A. bringing you the most NFL podcast. It's about to go down. Three amigos ready to run this town. George, man, he's the Eagles' #1 fan. Obnoxious and loud, he'll make you understand. He'll talk smack about every other team, but deep down, he's just living a dream. Brock repping the Ravens, always bringing the heat with analysis that's so on point. It's elite. He knows the game inside out, no doubt. Just don't get on his bad side, he'll call you